The politicians let the doctors take over. I'm not going to talk about it again.
Hey, Clint. This is Brendan Query. Live in Alberta. I'll be starting my application on February 14th.
Thanks, dude. Love Day. What a great day. The Day of Love. Brendan, I think your name is. Thanks for calling.
Just a couple quick questions for you there.
Quick?
During the application process, anything I have slight concern about?
You got a concern about your application. What is it?
Was about 2 years ago, I think 2019, whatever it would be.
Don't know what you said, but I think you said something that happened in 2019.
3 years. Was at a house girl I was dating at the time. One of her.
You said something about you were at a house. I think it was a party, and you were dating a girl at the time. I think the girl that you were dating, it's her house. And I'm saying this because I listened to this message about 10 times. So you're at a house party, and it's a girl that you're dating.
Was at a house girl I was dating at the time. One of her friends wanted to go down to the corner store.
One of her friends wanted to go down to the corner store. Okay. I love it when you guys call.
She was drunk. She was going no matter what. I had had a drink or two.
She's drunk. No matter what, she's going. She's going to this. She's going to this corner store. You've had a drink or two.
So I was safe to drive. Only issue was that I still had my GDL at the time, which if you don't know what that is, it's like the Alberta version of your new driver's license.
Okay.
So I wasn't supposed to have any alcohol in my system.
No alcohol in your system.
But I figured it was better than her walking in the kind of shady part of Edmonton we were in.
That's what you were thinking? No, she was hot.
So I gave her a ride. Nothing happened, legally. No one crashed, nothing like that. No one got pulled over. It was all good. But if that comes up, which it would, I would think, in the disclosure form, is that going to be an issue for me, or because it was with good intentions and I'm honest about it?
Good intentions.
I'm just going to kind of look past that sort of thing. Thanks for any advice. Love the show. I'll call back again if I have any other questions.
Do it.
Have a good day.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for calling, man. See, it's a good story. He's at a house party. He's with his girlfriend who's probably not as good looking as her friend. And he's like, oh, I can't let you go to the store alone. She was walking. Okay, she wasn't even going to hop in a car. She wasn't going to drive to the store. And he's like, I gotta do a good thing here, and I gotta drive her to the store. Dude, I don't know, man. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's a question, and there's a question in your application that's going to come up. It's going to say something. Have you ever driven while under the influence of alcohol? Influence. What's that? Do you think in your head that you had too much to drink to drive? Did you have too much to drink to drive? Now, I know in Alberta, under your driver's license, it's a 0% tolerance. You can't blow. If you ever been caught by a cop, you have to blow a 0. So how do you know what you were going to blow? You might have blown a 0. You said you had a drink or two, even though everybody I've ever pulled over, they always say that. But is it true? Did you have a drink or two? Because if I have a beer in an hour, and I got to watch what I say. But if I get pulled over and the cop says, have you had anything to drink? And I say, yeah, a beer in an hour. And if he gives me a breathalyzer, there's a good chance I'm going to blow a 0. Misinformation. It's the truth. How do you know that you weren't going to blow a 0? If what you're saying is true, okay, if you know in your mind that you had way too much alcohol, if you're running after this hot chick with a beer in your hand, I'll give you a ride, and you were doing that shit, I wasn't going to swear, but I just did. Then, if you honestly know that you really had a good deal of alcohol in your body, then yeah, you tell them. But you don't just, I got to watch what I say here, but I'm just telling the truth. Is it possible you would have blew a 0? Did you feel drunk? Were you drunk? Was it 1 or was it 2? Was it 1 in an hour? When you write out that application, Don't just give ifs and maybes. Oh, maybe I was drunk. Maybe, I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I grabbed a cigarette from a guy and he said it was laced in marijuana. We're talking high school years. And I smoked the cigarette and I wasn't high or anything like that. Do you think I'm going to write down on my RCMP application? I think maybe that I took marijuana. No, I'm not going to. Because I don't know. If you don't know, then you don't say it. And even if you did, and I don't know, you seem confused about the years, which is important. Because 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, when I was in recruiting, there were certain things that, okay, you're gone for a year, you're gone for 2. I think your story is a good story. I don't think you're going to have any issues even if you tell the story. I don't know if you necessarily have to even write it down or mention it, because why would you? You've never driven drunk, okay? But if you told the story, but who knows, maybe you get a effing dummy as a cop, and there's a lot of them in recruiting. This is, we can't have that. Well, you did what? But you never know. You never know. Recruiting changes every day. They change their policies and their procedures every day. So you never know. You never know what they're going to say or come up with. I was going to say something else, but I just forgot. Oh, yeah, that's it. You mentioned something about, and this is important. Should I tell them the story because I had good intentions? No, you didn't have good intentions. You didn't. Don't think in your head that the RCMP are ever going to think that you had good intentions because you didn't want this hot chick to walk alone in a bad street. That your good intention was, well, I can't have her walk alone, so I'm going to drive with alcohol in my system. RCMP don't want to hear that because, what are you telling us? You're not telling us a good thing. Are you going to do it again? You know what I mean? Are you possibly going to break the law again for what you think is good intentions? Because that's not... You let her walk, dude. You let her go bye-bye. See you later. But we got to stop. Okay, guys get in trouble for 2 reasons when you're a police officer. One, you shoot a person, and girls. Okay, and I probably shouldn't have said that, but it's kind of true. It's kind of true. And no, you didn't have good intentions. That wasn't good intentions, and they're not going to think. Even though you really think that it might possibly be good intentions, they're not going to think that. They're actually going to worry that you just said that. And I hope that helped you. And I got to go upstairs. I guess I'm going to the gas station. It's going to be a real hoot up there. I'm going to take some COVID tests. And why don't I have it? Is it bad that maybe I kind of want it?
What's that?